everybody. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pretenders or Pretenders podcast show. I'm your host, Coach Devon Powell, head football coach, Law High School. Joining me, I got my co-host, Midnight Rider. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Marcus, I think we're still hearing something from you.
Oh shit.
And we got Coach Marcus Jackson sitting in with us today
Yes,
as we
sir.
discuss more of the state playoffs for football in the state of Maryland. We just finished up round two this past weekend, and we're heading into the final eight, the state quarterfinals. This is where it gets real serious now. You know, we should see some big time matchups this weekend, and as we're going to discuss later on, we got a couple big bangers to start off this weekend. So, everybody, appreciate y'all for joining in. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Um, Midnight, how you been feeling, man? How's everything been going?
Man, everything's good, man. Just trying to keep up. Last week I was trying to catch you and you hit me with the note like right before because I didn't get a chance to see any of the games, and I forgot the website that you gave me that I could go in and check everything. So I was just all off and stuff, man. So um, glad we could get back, catch up this week, maybe recap some stuff and give these people the information that we always give them because I don't think you get this type of high school coverage, especially once Coach Drip jumps in with us. We cover you PG, MoCo, um, just giving you the full synopsis of what's going on in Maryland State football.
Yeah, man, it's that's what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to put the coverage out there, man, so that people understand what's going on. And I try not to be too opinionated, but I am. Um, and Matter of fact, I just got off your boy Josh's show, highly opinionated.
Oh, you did
So
that? Oh, shoot! All right.
yeah, I just finished that. That'll come out on Wednesday. Great conversation, great guys. You know, Coach Devon was in rare form as always. But hey man,
So
I
did they go
enjoyed
high
that,
school
man.
with you, or they go pros?
They went both majority
Okay.
high school, and then we touched on the Commanders and that train wreck right now. Um, but yeah, they just it was a good conversation, man, about the landscape of the kids in high school and the mentality that they have, and it was a nice show, man. So I appreciated those guys inviting me on, man, and I'm gonna get Josh and
Tim.
Tim. Yep, get Josh and Tim on our show one week coming up soon, man. It was a good
Okay.
conversation. So I apologize, man. We didn't have a show last week. Um, I just had too much going on, man, and I sure wasn't gonna make it home in time to do the show. So I didn't get to recap, the Spartans' round one playoff loss. As reported a couple of shows ago, man, we went to Montgomery County to take on James Blake High School. We lost the game 33-15. Um, the score is not really doesn't really indicate how the game went. We were actually up 15-14 in the fourth quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, and we proceeded to do what we do best and give away a game. It's we probably only lost, I say one, maybe two teams really beat us this year, and then our other losses came by us just giving games away.
Hey, I agree with you 100% on that one too, Coach.
Yeah, it was a. I said they jumped out on us 14-0. They got the scoring started off early. They blocked the punt that they ran in. Um, and then we moved the ball a little bit. Then we proceeded with interception and then two fumbles, and they scored right before the half. So it was 14-0 going into halftime. But we were playing good ball. Our defense, outside of them scoring right before the half, which the drive was kept alive off of two bogus personal foul penalties. Um, but I'll leave that alone. And our defense was doing pretty well. We were shutting them down. We forced them into punting, I think, 4 times in the first half. And even though we were down 14-0 at halftime, man, I just felt like, hey, we coming out second half, we're gonna win this game. So we came out second half. I think we scored on our first drive, and score was 14. Let's see. I don't think we got the. No, it was 14-6. We missed the field goal. The field goal got blocked, so it's 14-6. Um, we came out after that and shut them down defensive wise. That whole third quarter. Then near the end of the fourth, I think it was like 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Um, we scored again. The first score came from Kenneth Cosmos, number 2 receiver, number 9. And then our playmaker, number 7, Kareem Oyakin, caught a deep pass from Demarius Custis down the sideline. He high pointed the ball, then put a move on the guy to get into the end zone. And I think we went for, let's see, so it was 14-12 at that point. We kicked the field goal. It was 14-13. The next possession, we actually got a safety. We sacked them in the end zone, got a safety, so we was up 15 to 14, and we were in cruise control. Um, we get the ball back, and we start on a drive, and when we're marching down the field, and I'm thinking, yeah, we're going in to score again. Then we took a bad sack that put us behind the sticks. That bad play, and we had to wind up punting. Then I think we got another stop, and we went to go marching down the field again. No, let me recap. I'm sorry, guys. So we up 15-14, and we drive, and we fumble on the 3-yard line. So we finished the game with 2 interceptions and 3 fumbles lost. A block punt for a score, and then another punt that we kicked into the back of the up back's back. Gave them a short field. And that was the turning point in the game.
Hey, Coach, while you're going through this, I got a couple comments I want to touch real quick. You
Okay.
can give me some feedback on them. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm at the top of the list. Yeah, all right. So Canel says, what's going on, coach /
What's going on,
coaches?
coach? What's happening, buddy?
Uh, Coach Jerome says, what's going on, y'all? Coach Canel says, y'all do invites. Of course we do.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
see what
gonna we're
else.
gonna get you on. We're gonna get you on soon, coach. Talk some hoops.
Boss B said Spartan should have at least 8 wins,
You ain't lying.
but it's
You
a
ain't
learning
lying,
process.
BJ.
Coach Jerome chimes right back in. Yeah, low key. Should have been 8-1 this whole season.
I
Um,
I agree with that.
Things happen, coach. When we played y'all, I felt like y'all had some positive you just didn't capitalize on. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of the truth. Go ahead, Coach Mark. You
I mean, that was like I said, man. Coach Powell said it. We be gifting teams these victories. Like they don't beat us, we beat ourselves before anything else.
Yep, yep.
So
Had a
is
lot
your
of that this
quarterback
year,
a
man. A
junior?
lot of mistakes that we made where, we killed drives with
Coach? All right, let's go, Coach Mark. Real quick.
Let's go.
No, I'm gonna mute him real quick
drives.
because he might be just transitioning to the house or whatever. Um,
Gotcha.
Coach, BJ said it, and I remember us being in the stands and we watched the games. We said like at certain points, you guys were just our worst enemies at times.
Yeah.
And it felt like you could get something going, and then all of a sudden it's the one play. Like, what was the homecoming game? God, I forgot who y'all played.
Roosevelt.
All right, then it was the one after that. It was when y'all played Bowie.
Okay.
There was a drive or two drives where I think you had like 3 or 4 just drops.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like us. I mean the biggest thing the biggest thing about our team this year was just felt like adversity. We never knew how to handle it, you know? And I hate to say it like that, but that's the game of football is all about how you handle adversity, and we sucked at it.
Yeah, no, and then it's also it seemed like when it got late, and teams started making the run, um, they didn't have a response, and sometimes that response would be throwing a pick. That response would be a fumble. But it's like you would do the right things to get yourselves in place, and then it was always that nail in the coffin that you basically banging yourself. Pause, because you made mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, as a guy that you came to almost all of our home games, so you've seen it.
Yeah,
We we couldn't put shit together sometimes, or the quarterback and or running back would try to do too much
right.
to try to keep us in the game.
So the let's talk about the quarterback real quick. I think his last name is
Well,
Custis.
yep,
Um,
Demarius Custis.
what year is he?
He's a junior.
Okay, so you get another year of him. Because I
Yep.
saw positives. I saw things that made me think, okay, and I hoped he had like another year or two. Advantage you guys being able to take advantage of his experience.
Yeah, I mean, he that kid is special, man. I mean, he's more of an athlete.
Yeah,
I mean, Coach Powell would tell you like he wants to play defense. He's our punter. He wants to run the ball 1,000 times. He wants to throw the ball 1,000 times. So it's like he deserves to get the ball every time. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
If we had somebody else that could play quarterback, and I'm not saying Demarius shouldn't be our quarterback at all, but if we had somebody else who could play quarterback, they will only make that kid shine even more. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because then you can feature him everywhere else where he has
Right.
the options. Right, right. What about that kid number 7, the wide receiver? Is he a senior or junior? I can't remember.
That boy a junior, man. We got one more year
Oh,
with him.
at him too.
Yeah.
Y'all out here stealing. So this is a good. This actually becomes a really good year because they get to see that they made mistakes and they were their own worst enemies, and they can come
I
back
mean,
and correct it.
this is the second year starting our varsity together too. So their freshman year, they was dynamic on JV together. The sophomore year, I mean, they was just trying to figure it out as sophomores on varsity. Juniors now they took over the game. Number 7 leads PG County in receiving yards, and our quarterback number Custis, he's actually number 2 in PG County for passing yards.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That makes it even better because I was sitting there. I was hoping he had time because I could see. From being an outsider, the one thing I've learned now after I coached basketball for a little bit, I started looking at things a little bit different from a building block standpoint,
Yeah.
as opposed to a direct results. Like if I was just tied into your results, you wouldn't see the promise that you guys have going into next season and the stuff that you built up because now these guys have been through the wars, and they say all the time on the radio, you can't teach football without playing football.
Correct. And I even I'm pretty sure you remember his number 2, number 10, our backup running back. I mean, he's really a 1B necessarily, if that makes sense. And he's a starting linebacker. He comes back next year for us. So, not trying to give up too much information, but that guy's going to be something special for us next year too.
That's what's up, man. That's the best way for it to work, man. Let's do this real quick. Let's move some boxes around. Get me back comfortable. All right.
Everything's just mute.
Should be off mute, right?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
There you go.
Now I can.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with my camera though.
Well, you broke it.
You might have to hop out and then hop right back in. Because sometimes the camera don't pick up the first one.
I can't hear Midnight unless he on mute.
Unless you got shoot. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Hello?
can hear you. I can hear you.
I can't hear nothing he said.
All right, I'm gonna hop out and hop back in. Go ahead, Coach Savon. Take it from there.
All right. Mark,
You're just
can you
going
hear
to
me?
your game.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I was still listening, but I was transitioning into the house. But to touch on what y'all was talking about, we shot ourselves in the foot a lot. Coach Cannell, I hope I'm saying your name right. He put up a comment. Things happened, Coach. When we played y'all, I felt like y'all had some positives. You just didn't capitalize on it, and that was the issue every year, almost every week.
What school is he from?
Potomac O-line coach.
Okay, yeah. They got some big boys.
Yeah, so it's one of those things, man, where I was just hearing y'all talk about. We got Demarius coming back, our quarterback. We got Kareem coming back. We got Andre coming back, who was coming on. That's number 10, one of our running backs that was coming on late in the season, and our starting linebacker. So he's coming back. Who else we got? We got number 6, Meech Josiah. He's coming back. I had to do some work on that one, Mark.
Hey,
work on that one. But
we talk about that one off air.
Yeah, we talk about that one later. But yeah, he's coming back. We got Benji. Who was Benji's number? Number 8, who broke his collarbone in the season. He's coming back. So it's we got some pieces coming back. We got 4 linemen coming back, starters.
That's what I was waiting on you to say. Yo, Midnight, we had 4 underclassmen starting that playoff game 2 weeks ago or last week, whatever that time was.
Yep. 4 underclassmen linemen started that game, so they're all coming back. And one of them was a freshman that I just pulled up from JV.
Out of here.
So he came up and as a freshman, started at right tackle for us during that game, man, and held his own. Yep, held his own.
That's what you should give your JV coach a raise or something. He
lucky he still got a job.
Oh man,
lucky he still got a job, man. But we it's a positive look coming into next season, man. I think we definitely got the talent returning. Not knocking. I honestly, I think we'll be more talented next year than what we were this year.
Yeah.
With the growth from the quarterback and our number 1 receiver, man, and when pushing for both of them, we got our all-county vote on Wednesday, so we'll see, if we get some kids on the all-county first team and second team list this year. I think we will, but we'll see how that goes. But
hey, look, man, over under, I got us getting 4 easily.
I think we can get 4. We'll see how the politics play out. It can be a little political sometimes. We'll see how they play out, but we should have 4 kids that make all county first or second team.
Yep.
List comes out. So,
Coach Mark, put the 4 in the college football chat, so I know who you're talking about.
I got you.
Yeah. Coach, let me catch up on comments real quick, and then I'm gonna give it back to you and let you have fun after this.
Yep. Go ahead, do your thing.
Boss says these things are fixable. Not getting the brakes beat off y'all because of the lack of. That's true. Coach Cannell says, being honest, I noticed PG teams are only focused on beating PG teams. Back to the balls.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I kind of agree with him on that. We do focus on a lot of the in-county stuff, and I don't think outside of a few coaches, I don't think a lot of coaches in the county really pay attention, to other regions because we do because our region is so split. 4A South is all PG County teams, and then
man, can we talk about that for a second?
What's that?
Our best, 4 of our best teams in PG County, they all in the same region. Like it's a dogfight for them to get out of this thing.
Hey, well, if playoffs went back to how it's supposed to be, hey, you had to be the top 4 to make it out the region,
I mean, yeah.
So, hey, it's playoffs, man. You got to fight, you got to get through. Saying if we was in the 4A South, it'd be the same for us too. Hey, you got to fight to get through.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, you could say the same thing about Montgomery County too, because you got that Northwest QO and that Churchill.
Yeah, Churchill, yep. Richard Montgomery, all of those in that same, yep. They're in the same boat.
All right, finishing up comments. Coach Jerome, we looking nice next year?
Coach Jerome won't be there though because he's already been fired. So
okay. this all season, I'm trying to build a line clinic for the county. I feel like it's undercoached as a position. Watching our film versus y'all right now.
Hey, Coach. I mean, coaching line is not an easy thing, man. It's a lot of people that coach football but don't understand how to coach the O-line. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. If you find yourself a good O-line coach, you keep him for life.
I feel like I'm a great football coach, and I understand the game enough where I can coach every position. But I'm not touching the O-line because that's not my specialty, and that's one of the most important positions on the field. You got to win in the trenches, and you're right, Coach Cannell. We lack. That's an undercoached position in the county.
Coach Jerome says my youngin' tank.
He's talking about the freshman James Harding that came up for the playoff game and started for us at right tackle.
Coach Cannell says I know our right tackle should be on the list for all county easily.
What's his number, Coach?
I love coaching line with a passion. We getting some traction here, Coach. I don't know if this is a coach or not, but Victor Downing says you gotta love coaching in the trenches.
Oh yeah, that's Coach Vic over at Blake High School. That's our PG guy. Our PG guy is moonlighting as a Montgomery County coach right now, but he's gonna make his way back over this side of town.
I tell him every day at work, I got a home for you if you want it.
Yeah, he got a home. He got a home.
Got to have tough skin to coach the O-line. Coach Cannell says number 65.
Okay, got you, Coach. Appreciate it.
O-line is where it's at by Coach Jerome. And then last is Devon Gale is the kid's name, I guess.
Got you.
So back to you.
Okay. All
Take it away,
man.
You the captain of the ship now.
Hey, man, you let me be the captain, man. We might sink. Hey, man. So yeah, I mean, I just recapped, how our season ended and what we looking forward to, man. Real quick, I'm just gonna put talk about the week 9. I mean, the week second round of the playoffs. Those matchups. Let me get the scores down on the bottom. Where'd it go? I just had him up there. There we go. All right, so PG County, Wise, they won. Well, they defeated Duval 2-0 because Duval forfeited. So
Shaking my
Wise,
head.
yeah, Wise didn't get to play their second round game. From what I hear, they say they only had 13 eligible players or whatever, but you only need 11 to play. So, and you got a JV team, so I don't know what happened there, but we'll move on. Flowers defeated Roosevelt 9-0. It was a game that Coach Marcus was at, and what you think about that game, Mark?
Roosevelt just shot themselves in their foot on that game, man. It's and as an offensive coach, you probably would know more than me, but it felt like the Roosevelt coach, he runs this the Veal system, triple option. That's what he's known for. That's what he's going to run. But it wasn't working this game. Like Flowers was shutting that shit down the entire way, and I just felt like if he just spread the ball out, get in the spread formation or something, just change it up, that would have been a better game because their defense kept them in the game. Their defense probably had like 3-4 turnovers that game.
Hey, so Midnight, you heard what he said. You're an offensive coach and you will know better than I can. So don't ask me to call no daggone plays. You know what I'm saying? You stay on your side of the ball and be quiet and be happy.
I don't know, man. That Clemson offense be moving sometimes. We gonna take it offline. I'm just saying.
Man, he complaining about not enough time in the game, man. Talking about not enough time, man. I told him I ran 72 plays in my last game.
But you had an injury timeout every 2 plays. Cut it out.
It don't matter. Don't worry about it. Dude. Got it done. Take advantage of your situation. Getting back to the scores, 4A, 3A. Oxon Hill defeated Potomac 34-18. That was a rematch from the game earlier this year that Potomac won at Oxon Hill in overtime. 2A, Douglas defeated Largo 14-12. Wacomico defeated Gwynn Park 52-26.
That's a hell of a drive.
Right. And then 2A, 1A, Sparrows Point defeated Central 34-6.
Man, shout out to Central for getting this far in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. My guy Coach Chuck at Central, man, winning a playoff game and then making it to the second round. So shout out to them over there, man. So that's your round 2 scores that just occurred. And we heading into the quarterfinals this week, man. State quarterfinals, where we got four of our PG County schools advancing, and we're going to talk about them coming up. But before we do that, I'm going to add my guy, and I don't know why my video is not showing. What is going on with my camera? I don't understand, man. There we go.
Hey.
There we go. But I'm gonna add my guy in, the drippiest drip of them all, Coach Drip.
Coach Drip.
Coach Drip, what's happening?
How you doing, man? How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, man, we doing good, man. How you feeling, brother?
Hey, man, I'm feeling great, man. Feeling great. Another week to be up here with you guys, man. I can't wait till next season because we're gonna do this more often. So we had you on the show yesterday, so
Yeah, man. Look. Hey, man. I told the guys on the show I just finished up before I came on our show, man. They said, man, you sound like the hardest working man in the area. I said, oh no, that's Midnight Rider. I said, I ain't taking that title from him.
You trying, dog? You everywhere, baby. You everywhere.
Midnight Rider be working. That joint be them notifications be popping up on my phone like a mug, man.
Hey, man, look, that's what he do, man. But how you feeling, Drip, man? You feeling good today?
I got my crown on, because I'm the king of predictions, and I just want everybody to know, hey, I'm feeling great today.
Well, hold on.
You know.
2 weeks ago, didn't you have the do-rag on because it was all business or something like that?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I had to lay down the law. Hey, Midnight Rider, you know, I come from wrestling, bro. So you know.
Hey, nah, you good, man? Cause yeah, we can yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, one day I might be Stone Cold, just raising hell, stunning Vince McMahon. The next week I might be Stone Cold with the guitar in his hand. You never know.
I can dig.
Hey, look, hey, Drip, don't forget, man, you an average fan, though, okay?
I am an average fan, yes. That put belt.
Hey, man, look, the man put his stuff out there, man, and then the kids just come at him. And you got a lot of restraint, brother, because they start coming at me, man. I'm talking trash to these kids, man. I'm ready to fight. I'll fight a kid.
Mark, you better tell them. I already started.
All right, man. Look, I told Coach Vic a couple of weeks ago, man, after Blake beat us, kids was popping into my DMs, man, showing clips from the podcast, man. I'm like, look, I appreciate y'all looking at the podcast, fellas. I'm glad y'all showing the love.
Hey, we love the views, baby.
Yeah, take your butts to bed. Y'all got school tomorrow. Go to sleep somewhere and leave me alone right now.
It's the parents, man. It's the parents.
Right. All right, man. So, hey, man, we talking playoffs here, state playoffs here, man, and we moved into the round of 8, the state quarterfinals, and we bring Coach Drip on here, man, because like I say, PG County and MoCo is intertwined in our regions. Excuse me for a second. Go sit down. It's good conversation, man. Good conversation to talk about matchups, to get his homer Mo County take and to get my homer PG County take. But we spitting out facts and we talking some good stuff, man. So let's we're gonna start off real quick with the 4A. And we're gonna come out the gates, man. We got a big one, man, to start off, man. We got number 8 Flowers High School from out of PG County traveling to the big QO, Quince Orchard. And this game is on Friday night at 7:00 up at QO. And I was on Coach Drip's show yesterday, man, and I made the prediction to let all those Montgomery County people know that PG County we here. And I'm standing 10 toes down on this one, that Flowers is going to win that game. And I'm not even going to say upset, because I don't see it as an upset, because I see those two teams all on the same level with each other. Flowers just has that record because of the forfeits. But my prediction was Flowers will win that game 14-10. All right, Drip, go ahead and give your commentary.
Hey, Midnight Rider.
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor. Put your hands out like this. All right, now close your eyes. Everybody say amen. I'm letting you know right now. Listen, I love Coach Devon for his pick. That was a bold pick to come on the MoCo Center and do that pick. That was bold. I'm glad he did it, though.
Andy ain't run away and said it. You stood on your toes and said that.
Yeah, he stood on his toes and said it represented PG. That's expected. But sometimes
I tell you all the time, man, I don't care what I say. I don't care who don't like it. So
sometimes there's a good thing to do, like predictions and things like that. And then there's sometimes where it's like the Oracle has to step in and be like, you know what, Coach Devon, you're really good, but I got it. 28.
Dip on your chip, my boy.
28-7.
28-7. Ooh, 28-7. Wow.
I don't like that one.
Now here's why. Here's why.
Like that one either.
Here's why.
Midnight Ride, make sure you write that down.
Yeah, please do.
I'm not the note taker, dog.
Here's why I say that. Because before, what you guys told me about Flowers, how great they are, and they are a great team. But here's why I say that Quinn Soldier is going to win. Y'all also told me Rose wasn't that good. And to only beat them 9-0 shows me.
Okay. Well,
Because
again, and I had this conversation off air with some other people. All right. You got to understand this time of year, man. You got to understand this time of year. And I'll give you the reason why that game was only 9-0 on next Monday when we talk about the semifinals.
Okay. I respect it.
I ain't helping nobody out right now.
So here's the thing. What you said about this time, I'm glad you said that. Because here's
got my man OG.
Mark knows this and others know this. During this time period, Quinn Soldier usually runs into Northwest in the playoffs after having played them in the regular season, right? Did you see what they did to them on Friday?
Yeah, I saw what they did.
I'm just letting you know, QO is a rolling stone. Wherever they play their games is their home.
Hey, look, it's the reason why you came on here singing "Amen" because you was trying to get all the help you can for this one.
Listen, I don't think QO needs any more help.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking QO. Like I said, QO, Wise, Flowers. Those three are the three best teams in the 4A. Okay, three best teams.
Churchill got something to say about
that. Churchill is good. I'm saying Churchill is good, but I'm not putting Churchill. Churchill is not in that conversation with those three schools. Like these are three perennial powers right now we're talking about. Okay, but this year, right, coming into the season. I didn't tell many people this. I might have told this to Marcus, but I felt like Flowers was going to win the state championship this year. Okay, and that was before I seen QO play, before I seen anybody play. That was my prediction coming into the season because I knew what they was returning, and I know what they had planned and got going on. So I felt that, and now seeing them play after they went through all the controversy with the forfeits and stuff like that. They're playing some good physical football right now, and QO is a good physical football team. So that 28 points, I think, is a little crazy. I don't think you're giving Flowers defense credit right now. And realistically, this game could go either way. I'm a talk serious football right now. This game could go either way because you're talking about two physical teams. A lot of people think Flowers is one-dimensional. Yeah, they don't pass the ball much. They can.
They don't need to.
But they don't pass the ball. They don't need to, yeah, because they're running all over people because they have a good O-line and they got a good D-line. So this is going to be a good game. It's going to be a great game. And if Quinn Soldier was to win the game, I'm not losing no sleep over it.
Me neither.
But
right.
Hey, real quick, guys,
Flowers tried to take that claim as a state champion.
Will I be allowed on the show next week?
Go ahead.
Comments just real quick. Coach Gamble says, "Coach, love you, my guy, but you're joking, right? Flowers is too one-dimensional. Kibo shuts them down." Natasha Curtis.
Hey, OG. I'm stamping it. 10 toes down, OG.
All right. Coach Jerome said timeout. Coach Gamble comes back. Good call, Drip. Coach Jerome said 28-7 is crazy. Coach Keogh smacks Flowers bad. And then to close it out, Flowers Jags are different than Northwest Jags. Don't know what that means. You guys probably understand that.
I get what you're saying.
They got the same mascot.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, they got the same mascot. Hey, OG and Drip. next week when we talk on here again, and Flowers then won that game, I want a chicken cheesesteak from both of y'all.
Listen, matter of fact,
Cheesesteak.
I will cash app you during the show if it happens.
All right, let's go on to the next game. All right, we got, and this is one that hits home with my guy Drip here. We got the number 7 seed Montgomery Blair, and I got Nate Watkins hitting up to number 2 Churchill. You know, my prediction, like I said, I'm gonna stand on this one as well. Blair having a great run right now. I see it coming to an end this week. I think Churchill will beat him. But it'll be a good game, though. It'll be a good game. I like the direction that Blair has been hitting in the last couple of weeks. They seem to find their rhythm, find their identity, really. I wish Coach Joe was on here, so I can say Coach Joe opened up that playbook a little bit more. But Coach Joe, my man Nate needs 20 plus carries this week. Coach Joe.
Oh, I'm about to tell him.
Yeah, tell him that. Tell him that. I told him that yesterday, but just to reiterate to him, he needs 20 plus carries on this one. So I got Churchill winning this game, and I'm gonna say that it's probably gonna be around 28 to 14.
I agree. I got Churchill winning, and it's no shade to Blair. I love those guys over there, but Churchill, they played PB tough, they played QO tough. I mean, this should be a game that they got dogs in. Like you said, 28. I might give them a cool 30.
Go ahead, Coach Drip.
Coach Mark, you planning on coming to the game, right?
After I said that, I definitely gotta pull up. So I'm gonna make that work. I'm gonna see what I can do.
No, you're gonna be sitting in the stands, brother. I don't know why you just said that I'm here. You should have said that when I wasn't here and I didn't see it. But Coach Powell and Coach Mark, every time I start my show right after I do y'all show at 8:30, I start off with a song. And the song I'm starting off with this time is "As Long As You Keep Your Head." Listen, Blair rolls 17-14. They will beat Churchill. They will shock everybody. They will make it to the semifinals for the first time in school history. And Blair is going to win this game. The reason why they're going to win this game is because they matured in front of our eyes. Blair is a very young team, a very, very, very young team. You got your guy Nate Watkins. Of course, he's the bell. He's the lynch pad. He's the bell horn. He gets the ball a lot. But Mark was at that game. He stopped playing after a certain point of time, and Blair kept rolling. So,
hold on. Let's pause that right there. Blair did the right thing, right? If they wanted to keep Nate in the game, they could have. They absolutely could have, but they already done beat Wheaton. Wheaton was already self-destruct mode by the time Nate got taken out the game. You know what I mean?
No offense. Wheaton was in self-destruct mode when that kid saw me. Before the game started. Coach Nick, kid saw me. I'm weak with my car. I'm getting out my car. Mark and Jiggy J. Jones, they were coming to my car. I was giving Mark the pad. And the kid saw me, he said, "Coach Drip." And then I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" He looked at me. I'm like, "Come here." He broke. He ran. Come to find out, that was the kid that said I was D-Rodding. So he thought I was going to powerbomb or something. Blair wins. Malachi Rice, he's been playing lights out lately. He's been playing very lights out lately. I think we got to see why he's the starting quarterback, especially at the Wheaton game.
Especially at the Wheaton game.
Especially after the Wheaton game. We saw. A lot of people are saying that Churchill is very good, and they are very good. But I remember 2 weeks ago, everybody was telling me I was crazy when they beat BCC. Matter of fact, in the MoCo board, they have this little chat forum. They said Blair was going to lose by 40. Blair right now in that same forum is 30.5 underdogs.
Huh?
Yes,
I don't
right
see
now they
that.
said
I
they said
don't.
that Blair's
Yeah,
gonna lose by
I
30
don't.
points.
Yeah, I don't see that there. That's a little crazy, but like I said, they've been playing great ball lately. I ain't mad at them, and if they would have won the game, I'd be happy for them. Like I said, Nate is my guy, so I want to see Nate keep on going, man. But we'll see. We're gonna see on Friday night.
Yeah.
Next matchup, we got Bernie traveling down to Wise High School. And if you
Of a ride.
ever gonna see a blowout in the quarterfinals of a state playoff game, this is what you're gonna see. Because first of all, Glen Burnie shouldn't be there. They should have lost the Meade last week, a 1-8 Meade team at that. They barely escaped through, but Wise ain't played in 2 weeks, which some people might find concerning. I don't find it concerning at all. They might put up 65 points on Glen Burnie, but this is a game that'll be over at halftime. So
you said 2 weeks.
Glen Burnie needs to start taking. Say again.
Their week 9 game was Northwestern. Okay, the starters ain't even play that game, Coach Powell. So the starters had 3 weeks.
Yeah, and yeah, well, to be honest, Wise is one of those teams, man, that they're deep enough where if they miss a game, their practices are harder than that game that they were going to play anyway.
Right.
And knowing my guy, Coach Rapp, man, we talk damn near every day. Those guys, they itching to get on the field this week. And I feel sorry for Glen Burnie kids. Like I said, I don't take nothing personal with kids, but they about to get the what my man Coach Ron said, the monkey stomp of the week in the state playoffs this week. So don't be surprised if they don't put up 60-something points. Not much more to say on that game. Leave that one there. All right, so then the last matchup in the 4A, we got Broadneck, the 5 seed, traveling to the 4 seed Paint Branch. This is another game where Broadneck is a decent team for Anne Arundel County, but then I don't think they're on the level of PB, and that's including without Elijah. If Elijah was playing, it would be even worse. But I don't see this as a close game. Broadneck's going to fight now. Don't get me wrong; they ain't going to roll over, but I still see PB winning this game by 2 scores. What's your take, Drip?
I 100% agree. What's funny is Coach Mark. We had the watch party last week with Sherwood Kennedy, and we was in there arguing. Well, Mark wasn't arguing. Mark was just staying, neutral. But we was arguing about this quarterback from Pay Branch. His name is Vinny Doe, and Vinny Doe got that dough last week, and I think Vinny Doe is gonna get that dough again, and they're gonna roll over Broadneck. I agree with you for at least by 14.
Yep. So that wraps up the 4A. So now, I'm gonna try to speed it up just a little bit. We move to the 4A, 3A. First matchup, we got another. This one here is a powerhouse showdown right here, and another 1-8 matchup. There shouldn't be a 1-8 matchup, but we got North Point, who's the 8th seed because they had to forfeit some games as well, traveling up to Sherwood, the number 1 seed. This should have been your state championship matchup for the 4A, 3A, but we get it in the quarterfinals. So this is a game where I think I said it yesterday on your show, Drip, that North Point is a great team. I like them. I like them a lot. Powerhouse for years. But I think they go up to Sherwood and their season ends against Sherwood on Friday night. What you got?
So we talked about this, like I want to say 2-3 weeks ago. I don't think if you got to forfeit more than 3 games for some stuff that you did in your program, I'm sorry, you should not be eligible for the playoffs. I just don't think that's fair. I know coaches, Coach Powell, you play whoever you want to play, but I know it got to suck because this game should have been in states. But
yeah,
I'm going with Sherwood. Preston Hamrick coming back. Coach Mark was in there with us. Preston was doing it on all phases of the field on Thursday, and that's a really huge boost that they got. I got them winning by, I'm going to say similar score to the Blair Churchill game, 17-14.
okay.
Yeah,
I like that. Honestly,
it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a real good game, to be honest. And I'm not gonna go into my rant about the playoffs and how I feel like everybody should make playoffs anyway. So if a team forfeit, then it wouldn't matter because they wouldn't be in the playoffs.
Right.
But we'll leave that alone.
So look, here's what I'm gonna say. This North Point and Sherwood game, and this QO and this Flowers game, whatever happens there, that's going to spark this conversation of if everybody deserves to be in the playoffs, or if you got to forfeit some games. If it's a certain amount, then you got to be withdrawn. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, this is two divisions that's getting messed up.
Yep.
Due to ineligibility.
Yep.
I guarantee you, if Flowers win and North Point win, there's going to be some changes next year. There's going to be some changes to the rules. And
what are those changes?
Well, if you forfeit, you might be kicked out the playoffs or not eligible for the playoffs. If you forfeit games for ineligible players, they may go back. It's starting to be a growing voice out there about not having everybody eligible for the playoffs. As you look at it this year, we had several teams opt out of the playoffs, and a team that decided not to play this past week in the playoffs. And from what I heard, I don't know if this is true. Because of that, they might not be allowed to play in the playoffs next year. So the state is going to have to make some changes. And like I said, if you got QO and Sherwood, your two number one seeds in 4A and 4A, 3A, get knocked out in the quarterfinals, there's going to be some noise and there's going to be some changes made.
Because look, hey, Coach Powell, you say this all the time. If anybody need to make some noise, it got to be Montgomery County, okay? When Montgomery County makes some noise, then stuff gets done around here.
Yeah, damn privileged ass people up there in Montgomery County.
See, there you go.
Hey, man, moving on to the next matchup.
Yeah, you knew better to move on to that one.
Look, I pulled a Montgomery County and ran like he did a couple of
weeks ago. You did.
Hey, we got the 7 seed Marriott Ridge from out of Howard County. I think they're out of Howard County.
Yes,
going up against the 2 seed Mervo. Is that Mervo? Yep. Mervo from Baltimore. I don't know nothing about either one of these teams.
I got Mervo by 3 touchdowns.
Probably will happen like that, but we'll move on. I ain't wasting no time on these two.
Yeah.
Next matchup, we got the 6 seed Urbana, who, is always a tough program. They're traveling to, the game is at 7 run, but they're traveling to face the 3 seed Old Mill in this matchup. So this should be a tough game. I can see this one going either way, to be honest. So
you could flip a coin; it don't matter.
Right. That's going to be a tough game there. Then the last matchup in the 4A, 3A, we got Perry Hall from out there in somewhere across that Baltimore line, Baltimore County somewhere. They're traveling down to Oxon Hill to face Oxon Hill.
That's a hell of a drive. Oh, my God.
Yeah, hell of a drive for them. And I hate to say it, it's going to be a long drive home for them, too, because Oxon Hill should win that game. I'm going to say they should win that game by at least 2 scores.
Oxon Hill look real good right now.
Yeah, Oxon Hill's playing good ball right now. They got a good offense. They got a quarterback that can spread the ball around. And, Coach Jeffries, man, Coach Jeffries doing a hell of a job this year with that squad, man, because, that was my vote for coach of the year in the county, to be honest. So that wraps up the 4A, 3A. All right, and that's all your Montgomery County teams right there, right?
Yeah, we done.
All right. Well, we still got one more PG County team that I want to discuss. So we'll go down to the Class 2A, where we got the 8 seed Northern traveling up here. The game is at Roosevelt to face Frederick Douglass.
Why is that? I saw that. Why is that?
Their Douglas field is getting redone. They're
Okay.
getting a turf field down there, so they're playing their games at Roosevelt this year. Well, they've been playing at Roosevelt for the last 2 seasons, something like that.
They've been some traveling nomads the last 2 years.
Yeah, so they've been trying to get a new field, so it's actually getting done. They're laying the turf now. It actually looks pretty damn good, to be honest. But yeah, this should be a game where Douglas wins. Douglas likes to run the ball a lot. They got a strong running game, physical. They did. It was a good game against Largo this past weekend, man. They only beat Largo 14-12, which is it's playoff football. So physical teams, running teams, that control the clock and run the ball, move the chains. That's the type of football that wins this time of year. So that's why it was a good matchup between them and Largo last week, because those are the type of teams that they are. Largo likes to run the ball, and Douglas is going to run the ball, and then they're going to run the ball some more. So, but Northern doesn't stand a chance. So I see Douglas winning this one by 2 scores as well. Not saying they're going to light the scoreboard up, because, like I said, they run the ball. They manage the clock, so it ain't going to be a high-scoring game, but I see Douglas winning this one. Next 3 games in that matchup, in that region, we got the 7 seed Milton Wright from out Baltimore. They're traveling down to Huntington. That's going to be a long drive for them, and a long drive back home for them, because Huntington is pretty daggone good. Then we got Winters Mill, the 6 seed, traveling over across the bridge to Wacomico.
That's a rough.
Yeah.
I see Winters Mill play this year too. I see Winters Mill play.
Now, how they look? What was your perception of them? Because I don't know.
Yeah, they pretty good. They pretty decent. They play disciplined football.
Okay.
Nothing that's gonna knock your socks off though.
Gotcha. And then the last game in that the Class 2A, we got Glen Elg from Howard County, 5 seed, traveling to 4 seed Howard High School. To me, that's a pretty even match. Howard has been playing decent ball as of late, and I think they play during the regular season, Marcus?
I'm pretty sure they did.
I think they played in the regular season. I think that was a close game as well, so that should be a pretty good one.
And Glen Elg knocked off Oakland Mills, who's been tearing up Howard County the last couple of years. So they on a roll.
Yeah, Oakland Mills was actually predicted at the beginning of the season to be one of the teams fighting for the state championship in 2A. So that's a pretty big win for them, matter of fact. So that closes out all of our Montgomery County and our PG County teams that's left in the playoff. So it should be a lot of good football this weekend. Hey man, we're gonna see who comes out on top. I mean, Friday night is gonna be, I think Oxon Hill plays on Saturday, but Friday night is gonna be a lot of good games. So I know I'm gonna have my NFHS on, switching back and forth to games. I might surprise everybody and pop out somewhere.
Hey, look, man, they need a quad box on NFHS, man.
Man, they need to have all the games on NFHS, man. That's what they really need.
Well, that's these schools, man. These schools be trying to hide stuff. Don't be trying to program, because it's all set up by them. It's all set up by the school. So if you don't set it up and program your game, schedule your game for that week, then the cameras won't come on. So
and trust me, we got the same problem out in Mo County too.
Yeah, trying to hide stuff, man. Look, you can't hide anything. All right, us coaches can find out whatever we want to find out. I know me personally, because I get along with a lot of people. I can get anybody's film that I want to see. You're not hiding anything, man.
Hey,
So
look, I know somebody that knows somebody.
yeah, we all know somebody, and we all know somebody that wants to see somebody get beat. So
Yeah, that's true, man.
everybody's
You ain't lying.
always willing to
I
share
know.
information. Share information. So, and then like me, if you ask to exchange film with me, I'm going to exchange it with you, because that's just that. Hey, just because you can see what we're doing, you got to stop it. And in our case, we can't stop our damn selves. But so these coaches try to keep things a secret, man. Line it up, play football. It doesn't matter if you know what I got going on. You got to stop it.
Right.
So
And so look, that's why, Coach Drip, you got to talk to your boys over there at Wheaton, man, because they've been killing everybody in the I formation, one in that power, one in that counter. And then when they want to go against Blair, they want to go into this spread formation like they good or something. Like, what's going on?
Well, they didn't go into the spread formation until they was already down. That was out of necessity. They needed to do that.
But when they went that route, what was the score? Was they down bad? Say that again.
A lot to a little.
It was like
okay.
14-8, 14-6.
Nah, it was a little bit. It was a little bit more than that. I know what you're talking about, though. You're right. Coach Mark, I will say, I'm glad I got to actually like physically beat Coach Mark and watch the game with Coach Mark, because no, serious. I give credit where credit's due, bro. You got a good mind for football, bro. You was pretty much calling the plays out, saying what they should have done and how they could have beat Blair and how.
Oh man, don't you let them talk to you about no offense. Don't you listen to a word that Coach Mark say about offense.
He was doing it on both sides. So and I'm glad you told me that, Coach Powell, because now when we go the next time I'm with him, I'm like, shut up. When we on offense, don't say nothing. I got 2 questions for y'all though. The first question is, ain't Baltimore a big ass city?
Yeah.
How the hell they get away with all these 2A teams, man?
Because remember, it goes by population of students, of your student population.
So they got a whole bunch of schools and spread it out.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with your sports level. So, but they got all those schools up there in close proximity that, and then I think Baltimore has that thing where you could go to any school in the city if you can get your own transportation there. So
yeah, like you got to test in or something like that.
Yeah, you got to test in. So yeah, you got a bunch of schools where the population is just spread out, man. And
what school did Naaman and them go to from the Wire? But my second question is, this is a real question.
Hey, go ahead.
Hard not.
My real question. This is a real question. I want y'all take, because I represent the Mo, but I also represent public schools. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big component on public schools. Can you guys tell me, what do you think would happen? Let's just use PG in Mo County. If our top schools played some private schools, like I know it was supposed to happen this year. I'm not gonna really get too much into it because I don't want to ruffle no feathers. But St. John's was supposed to play QO, and if you know, then you know why that didn't happen. My thought process on it is, I think that private schools don't want to play public schools, especially like a QO or a Wise or a Flowers, because once they play them public schools, and let's just say we mess around and win, all that sending your kid to private school's done.
So I just had this conversation on the highly opinionated podcast that I was on earlier today. And that question was brought up by Tim on there, same thing. And I agree with what you just said. First of all, in this area, everything's so political. And coaches, and I don't care. Like I said, I don't care what I say. Some coaches are more worried about saving face than doing what's right for the game. And I used the example earlier of St. Francis. St. Francis, loaded, powerhouse or whatever, right? But there's no reason why St. Francis can't get games in this area against DeMatha, against St. John's. Good Counsel will play them, I know they scrimmaged a couple of times. The Calvert Halls, Mount St. Joe. There's no reason why those matchups shouldn't happen every single year.
Yeah.
But like you said, and when you come public and private, and I agree with you, St. John's is not going to go play Wise and get beat.
Nope.
Because if they do that, and I'm not saying that it will happen, but if they do that, then who looks bad? St. John's look bad. And then, okay, now I ain't got Miss Murray, whose son, little Johnny, she ain't going to go pay $20,000 a year or whatever she's paying to send little Johnny to St. John's when he can go to Wise because they live right down the street from Wise or Flowers or whatever and can play there and win and also get college looks, you know? So they can't do that. They won't do it. And it's all because of the coaches' egos.
But you know what? I think Coach Rapp said this on your podcast, like a month ago?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the big name private schools that are killing us. It's the Archbishop lady of the whoever's that just got made 2 years ago that keeps messing up public school football.
No. Yes, well, yeah, I agree with that. And I agree with what Rapp said. That's two different conversations, though. We was talking about what's killing the public school game and why numbers are dropping so much. And like you say, right, it's the little sisters of the poor that just decided to pop up down the street where coach decided, oh, I'm gonna start a charter school or a private school or a prep school, like a Mount Zion prep, and I'm gonna go take kids from here. I'm gonna take a kid from here. I'm gonna take a kid from here. Take a kid from here, and we're gonna go play this fake national schedule and win some kind of fake championship.
Bishop Sycamore,
right. Right. So that's what they're gonna do, and that's what's hurting, the public school numbers really. But in this conversation about why the private schools won't play the public schools, they won't do it. I mean,
there's no benefit for them.
Right.
It's
right.
It's like Georgetown versus Maryland back in the day. Georgetown had a reason. John Thompson always said he had a reason he wanted to play Maryland because Maryland had more to gain from beating Georgetown than Georgetown beating Maryland.
Well, I know Maryland's saying that now after this year.
And then on my personal side, like we experienced this when I was at when I was coaching at Bosco, because our first year of varsity, they contacted all the WCAC schools, and it was like, we don't know. But the second we played one of the schools, I forgot who we played, they put us on a murderers row schedule. Like we played like every 3 nights somewhere else in the WCAC because we didn't have a gym. So they was just collecting W's because they got comfortable knowing that, oh, we can get this.
Right.
So I think sometimes the private schools, they want to take that dub. You know what I'm saying? They got some of that John Thompson. We rather play St. Leo's
Little Sisters of the Poor. Yeah, that John Thompson used to say it all the time. I'm gonna schedule Little Sisters of the Poor at the beginning of the season, rack up W's, and instead of like Duke right now. I'm a big Duke fan, Drip. If you don't know that yet, I'm a Duke basketball fan. But Duke this year they played Texas, they played Kansas, they got Michigan State. Like, you're not playing. You got to play Arkansas. They also playing Florida, the defending champions. They playing Florida this year. Like, you don't schedule those games unless you're not worried. Well, they're not worried about losing kids because Duke is going to get kids no matter what. But if you're worried about losing kids and saving face, you're not going to schedule those type of games during your season. And vice versa. I've had people ask me the same thing, like, why doesn't a Wise or Flowers, schedule a game against the Mather? Not saying that they haven't tried. I don't know for sure if they haven't or not. But, one of the things that we face in PG County is we get 9 games, 9-game season. Mm-hmm. We got 8 league games. We only get to schedule 1 out of conference game. So, it's hard for us to schedule a full slate of out of conference games when we got to, play our league games. So hands are kind of tied there. But
I think with us on our side, it's similar that we got 1 out of league game. But I think so you look at QO for example. And this is why they got so many points in the point system. They try to play the toughest teams in Montgomery County on purpose. But they have those two games where the Stonebridge game and then the Sherwood game, which is in the divisions. And I can't say too much, but I will say this much. They tried to get DeMatha and St. John's this year. From what I was told, the county was fully backing that. And, you know, they hit the private schools hit the little Kim on them. They got the duck goosing on them. They got the duck goosing on them. I was arguing with one of my friends. He was like, "Dog, how you going to sit?" I said, "I got the schedule January 17th for all of Montgomery County. I had all the whole schedule for everybody. That means that there were talks about it before. Right. I guarantee you, them private schools watched what QO did in that state championship game and said, "Oh no. We good. We good."
Trust me. All these private schools, trust me, they follow the public school schedules like clockwork. They know what's going on. All these coaches know what's going on in the area, and they know they're not going to try to schedule nothing against QO. They're not going to try to schedule nothing against Wise. They're not going to try to schedule nothing against Flowers, Dunbar, and Baltimore. Like you know, they're going to avoid certain schools like that because of it.
And if Blair or Laurel wanted to play them, they'll jump at the opportunity.
Oh man, look, I got somebody that you know, coaches at one of those private schools. Man, he hit me up all the time trying to get a game.
You try to get some 7-on-7 bump, some something.
Right? Yeah, he trying to get a game. So yeah, they know what they do. They ain't fooling nobody. You know, we've been around this game a long time. They ain't fooling nobody. But it hurts the game though. You know, we should be able to see a St. Francis and DeMatha matchup. You know, we should be able to see DeMatha play Wise or DeMatha play QO. You know, like I mean, I even think like even on the basketball side, like in the state of Maryland, like after you do your state championship, man, there should be a true state championship where you mix private and publics. Like they do out in Chicago and you know Illinois and stuff like that, where DC those state say that again.
DC does they mix all the schools for a city, a true city title.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. So they should do the same thing in the state of Maryland, man. I think Virginia does it somewhat as well too.
I agree. Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, Virginia got so many dang on classifications. I just lose. I get a headache trying to keep up with Virginia stuff all the time.
8A, 8A1, 8A2, like
it's crazy out there. But
if you want to foul as a coach, then go to Virginia.
You said what? Say that again.
If you want to get a technical foul as a basketball coach, go to Virginia.
I don't need no help on that. Yeah, I'll be in jail in Virginia. I'll be locked up.
I got 4 in Virginia. I ain't got nothing nowhere else. I got 4 in Virginia.
Yeah, well, Midnight, you done came to several games this year. I wouldn't last. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I know you yours.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine after week 1, man.
On that grass. Hey, go ahead, get up out of here, coach.
Yeah, I'll be fired after week 1, man. I'll be banned from life. They wouldn't even let me step into Virginia no more. Yeah, it'd be all right though. It'd be all right. Hey, I ain't getting no flags this year though.
Huh?
I ain't getting no flags this year.
You sure?
I'm sure. I ain't getting no flag. I got a sideline warning. Got sideline warning, but I ain't getting no flags this year.
You probably led the league in sideline warnings.
Maybe, I don't know. What is a sideline?
You might be all county in sideline warnings because I was there. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, look, you was there at the home games. They don't talk about the away games now.
Hey, if he act like that at home, I know he act the same on the away games.
Man, the referees, they be begging me. They be like, "Coach, can you please just stay off the field? Because we're gonna get in trouble if our superiors look at this and keep seeing you on the field at the numbers, we're gonna get in trouble." I'm like, man, look, just tell them, man, look, use some AI, man, and put a helmet on me, man, so I look like one of the daggone players.
Hey, Drip, get Coach Powell, your guy that's a referee.
Oh yeah. I didn't get to see him at work today, but that was hilarious. I didn't know that. I had no clue that he was a ref. I definitely would have been like, hey, cuz, hey, I got you lunch this week,
Hey, tell him, look, I need to get him on the show, man, so I can.
Oh yeah, I'll hook it up.
Yeah, we need to talk about some of these rules. Where's he ref at? Is he in the board that does Moco and PG, or?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, look, he was at the Blair and Wheaton game, so shit.
He ref the Blair Wheaton game.
Yeah, that's how we know. He literally walked up to me.
Okay,
like,
yeah. So then, he's in our board. He's in the board that does our games. Then, yeah, we need to talk about some of these rules, man. we need to have a conversation.
Well, what he said to us, and Mark remembers this, he was like, "We need more refs."
Yeah, we know that.
And
But
I'm
you
saying,
Hey,
Dwayne, what's his name? Dwayne Marcus.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he said he jump in with us whenever. He said Mondays only does his referee clinic, but we give him a heads up, he'll jump in with us.
Yeah. Go ahead and set that up, man. Look, I'm
gonna leave it to you because I don't know what you guys scheduled. I don't want to step on your toes, dog.
Man, this man part of the show acting like he don't want to step on my toes, man. I'm part of the show, man. Look, you know me, man. You say you got somebody, we gonna make it work. Shoot.
All right, I got you.
But we had a ref, man, and I can't remember his name. We had a ref that did the Blake game for us, man. He was on our sideline. He was a retired NFL ref, right? And he said that he got, the guy that runs the board begged him to come out because he was shorthanded. This was the best referee that I had in my 26 years of coaching football. And the dude was sitting there, and all the bogus calls that we was getting from the other sideline, the referee was sitting there like, there's no way in hell that I would make that call. Like, oh, that referee over there, he's terrible. Like he's getting coached up. He's a rookie, and he's getting coached up, but he's killing y'all right now. And Midnight, was you at the Blake game?
No, I didn't come up. That was BJ.
Yeah, BJ was there. So we had a play in the first quarter. Matter of fact, on our first drive, where Drip, did you watch our Blake game?
It ain't on the network.
That's right, it wasn't on the network. All right, I'm gonna send you the film so you can check it out. But we had a drive, and our first drive, we stopped them, and we driving, and we throw the ball third down. It's about third and about 9. We throw the ball deep to number 9 down the sideline. He catches the ball on Blake's sideline. He catches the ball, lands on his back, right, with the ball, rolls over to get up. The referee sees the ball on the ground and says incomplete. Incomplete. Now, and then that's when we had to punt on that drive, and they blocked it and scored the next play. They blocked the punt and ran it in. So the referee on my side was like, there's no way that you don't call that a catch. He catches the ball, lands on his back, and my guy MFV is in the comments. He was at the game, Kirsten. He was at the game filming that night. He was like, "Yep, it was a clear catch." He caught the ball, landed on his back, and this was about a 35 yard pass. Like we going in to score after that, and this guy yells incomplete. Even BJ just comes in the comments and said, "Was a catch," and I'm like, "This is ridiculous, man! Like, what are we doing? Like, what are these guys getting taught, man? That they just not paying attention to the games, and then when I yell at them, I'm the bad guy."
I think a lot of them just want to get home.
I'm not, and some of them don't want to make the call.
Right, and some of them don't want to make the call.
Right, but I'm like, come on, man, this playoff football, man. Like, the loser of this game, this seniors, their high school career is over with.
I will say this, man. Adults, a lot of, and this is, as much as we talk about these kids as wild and things like that nature, adults be feeling these kids, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Every facet of coaching, A lot of it.
Coaching, refereeing, teaching, everything, man. Yep, you're
Exactly.
right.
Like
You're
adults
right.
are telling these kids.
And we wonder why the kids run amok like they do right now, or don't, not to say run amok, they don't care as much as we did about things. Like, that's a conversation I have with our kids all the time. Is like, you chose to come out to play football. I didn't come beg you to come play football. So if you chose to come out here and do this, why do I have to get on you about working hard or showing up to practice on time or doing what you're supposed to do?
You and I had that conversation.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
You and I had that conversation. We were talking about that. It's like
Right.
a lot of these kids, they don't have the structure behind them. Like, for example, me and Coach Devon was talking. There's certain things that at this point in my life, I still won't do in front of my mother.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Because I didn't know the consequences of what's going to happen.
Right.
And she might not even care as much as she might have cared back in the day when I was a kid. But I just had that respect level for my parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I go out this house, people, like I say, people get involved in the coach drip, the gimmick. The Midnight Rider will appreciate that. The gimmick of coach drip, but they don't understand that, I live my life. Like, both of y'all follow me. I don't post nothing with cursing. There's certain things I don't do because I don't want these kids to see that.
Right.
But then you got these teams. They got these teams that be posting like, man, if y'all was at that BCC game, bro, whoever was running their music did not care anymore. I'm talking about they playing NBA YoungBoy. You already know they get the kids crazy.
Right.
With the cursing and everything. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, BJ. That's funny you say that because BJ was like that. What was the Bowie game? He was like, "Yo, this is what we playing." I was like, "Yeah, I guess so."
Right, and I hate that. Like Coach Marcus will tell you, any of my coaches, my wife will tell you, like we playing music. I don't want to hear in this. I don't want to hear all the cut. And I'm a bad cusser. Midnight to tell you, Drip. I'm on the sideline. You can hear every word I say because that's just me. But they shouldn't be hearing that music around the kids like that. I don't like my kids using those words. I'm an adult. If my mom came to the games, y'all wouldn't hear nothing out of me because I don't cuss around my mom, and I'm 46 years old. So, but yeah, we're failing these kids, man. You said it, and I don't even know what else to say. Coach Drip, I know you got to get out of here. Go ahead and tell us what you got coming on tonight.
I got the rankings and they're already controversial. I got Blair number 5, so people are kind of mad at me about that, but it is what it is. If you look at my rankings, everybody that's 5 and above is still in the playoffs. Everybody that's not, they lower. So we're gonna have a good show tonight, and Coach Powell may come through. Hopefully he does. Midnight Rider, if you want to come through, we on IG Live, Coach Drip _ Mike T, and we'll be there at 8:30.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
and
sir.
Next week we're gonna do the same thing next week, man, because we gotta go talk about the semifinals. It's nitty-gritty time, so we'll see you next week, man. Like I said, I'll be on in a little bit with you.
Yes, sir.
Midnight. What you got going on this week, brother?
There you go. Network updates. I think we're getting the launch of Unapologetic Sports tomorrow at 6:30.
Yep, tomorrow night
is open. If you haven't seen the logo for Unapologetic that they use in their promo, it's dope. Then of course tomorrow night at 7:45, we got the Tuesday Night Flight, followed up by Wednesday. We have Nothing But Net at 7:30, which leads into the In the Passenger Seat, starring Jack Carr and the correspondent Keith Hodges. So that starts at 8 p.m. And then Thursday night, of course, we got the Thursday Night Throwdown, which is the greatest Friday Eve show in the world, Craig.
Craig.
And we just keep it going, baby. But with that being said, man, I want to thank everybody that's in the comments. I want to thank you, Coach, for just being cool with allowing me to just hop in with you, man, because I just wanted to make it easy on you because I saw you doing your thing, and you've done a great show. And this has been a good, I don't know if we want to call it the first season or however you want to describe it, but I want to give you your flowers, man. For a dude to walk in and just be like, yeah, I want to do this, and then this is the product. And then now you got connections to, the Moco County side, and we got some other stuff going on. I just see nothing but potential and growth.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I gotta give a credit to BJ, man. It was all BJ. Like I said the story before, man. We used to bowl together long time ago. And after I joined you and Jack's show, I was in the passenger seat after the state championship, man. He hit me up and was like, man, we gotta do something. We gotta do something, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I was hesitant. I was hesitant as hell, but I can tell you right now, and I told the guys earlier on the Highly Opinionated show, man, I'm loving this, man.
I can tell, dog.
And talk sports, man, and just talk trash, man, and I love it, man. And in all seriousness, we have fun, we laugh and joke. I talk trash and stuff like that, man. But it's all about putting on for the kids and the athletes and the coaches that's out here working hard, man. Especially in PG County. Like I said, the show was started because we don't get that much love out here in PG County. So, and the way it's growing, man, it's like, I didn't think it was gonna take off like this. I can't lie, and. I just had the conversation with myself the other day, man. Look, it's time for me to step my game up, man. Like I gotta get a little bit more into it, man. I gotta get some more highlights going, man, and and step the game up. So, my man Matty Ice, man, hooked me up with a PowerPoint. So I'm working on that now. So yeah, we gonna step this thing up, man. And I appreciate you, brother. I always say you the hardest working man in podcast land.
I don't know, man. You do more shows than me right now, I think.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but man, I appreciate you stepping in, man, because those first, I think, 2 shows, man, I got through them fine. It was okay, a little rocky, but when you got somebody else sitting there, man, and you can have conversation, man, it just makes the whole show flow. It gives more content. You're a coach. So, you can ask me questions, man, and I can ask you questions, and, you got your perspective of things. So just make things a lot easier, man. And then when we got guys like Coach Drip that'll join the show, my guy Kirsten, who I got to get him on again soon, man, so we can talk about some of the stuff he's been filming and games he's seen lately. Coach Marcus will jump on if I need him to. Coach Mook, I got to get my guy back on here again, too, when he steps in, man. So, you guys make it easy, man. And it's just like we just sitting around, man, just talking shop. So I appreciate it, man.
That's the whole point of this. Yeah, we got to get the Coach Mook Family Reunion show back on.
Yeah.
Going on.
Yeah. Got to get my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah. Every other comment. I remember Mook was his little 4-year.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, man. And, we heading into basketball season, man, and I said that I got to step it up, man, and get more of the winter sports involved. I didn't do a good job of it this fall season, but we're gonna start highlighting these other sports as well, man.
So next week, show request from me. If you can get on the agenda. I don't know if the young ladies have finished up their flag season. So if they have, let's give them some love and recap that. And if they haven't, let's see where they are.
They finished up. So I can do that.
All right, cool. All right, man. You take it away, man. You take us home.
All right, man. So I appreciate you all, man. Like I said, man. Midnight just gave y'all the rundown of what we got going on the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. I'm telling you, we got a show for everybody, man. I say it all the time. You're gonna hear about wrestling, you're gonna hear about coaching, you're gonna hear about life, you're gonna hear about the NFL, the NBA, any sport there is, and you're gonna find out where to find the best sandwich at too. So OG and Coach Drip, I know y'all probably left, but if you need a suggestion on where to get my chicken cheesesteak next week, hit up Midnight Rider. He'll let you know where to go because y'all gonna owe me a cheesesteak when Flowers knocks off QO this weekend. All right. So hey, great show tonight, man. I appreciate y'all, but we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So we see y'all next week, same time, same place. Y'all have a good evening.
All right.